All right, all right, all right. Welcome again. Thank you for joining in with me today.
May all the wishes and dreams come true.
Without delaying and prolonging the intro, y'all just know that there's a collective energy of change, major, drastic change. It seems like that's always going on, right? But no, really, the energy of 555 has been coming through heavily. And I've been seeing a lot of butterflies and interest, and all decks will be listed below. And I really have been called to even go to utilize this Butterfly for Life Changes deck for each and every sign to see, what changes you may be experiencing during this time. And at the time of, technically, what is it, 425? So that is the energy of 11, right? But when these come out, they will come out on 555. They're scheduled to be released on 555. So that is a major change. And the crazy thing about it, I was originally starting with one video just a little while ago, and it was going to be you I was going to start with, and I had a total different decks to use, and I had changed at the last minute for it to be a collective, and rightfully so. But all I'm getting to is the fact that even in that, one of the cameras was not recording the entire video, and so it's just, there's going to be a lot of things to switch up, and it may be last minute. It may seem inconvenient, but I promise you it's for a divine purpose and reason, because there's still a message. I'm still going to put that video out because, it is what it is, because there's still messages in there. Who cares if one angle didn't get it? You still got a video, Who knows? So I hope you check that collective reading out, and that's for everybody, to be honest. But it was something else I was going to say. Oh, I don't know. If it comes back, I guess it's not important. But if it comes back, I'll mention it. And it's crazy because I was even guided to use my butterfly cloth. No coincidence whatsoever. And this deck was added at kind of like the last minute. So anyway, let's get a quick word of prayer before we go any further. And to the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirits, God, I come to you, thanking you first and foremost. Thank you so much for the love and the protection. Thank you for leading and guiding me. Thank you for the voice of reason, the insight, the awareness, and clarity. Thank you so much for the protection. Speaking of protection, I ask that you block, bind, unwind, cut cords, simply transmute any low-vibe, negative, unwanted energies and or entities coming in to steal, kill, and destroy, and or cause any hurt, harm, or danger. Thank you for that. I pray as always that the message uplifts, enlightens, heals, strengthens, protects, nurtures, nourishes, encourages, uplifts, provide increase in whatever way that means, or ways that means. Thank you. All these gifts of abundance I come as and give thanks. Ashe. All right, y'all, let's get to it. All right, y'all heard it best from the queen herself. Welcome on in, my beautiful Pisces. Get on in here, okay? First, as you see, we're going to go through these lyrics because that's the song that's for you. More by the beautiful Toya London. Love the song. Definitely may have something to do with a romantic interest, of course. I mean, that's what she's talking about. It could be just between you and spirit, for real, but it's a spiritual union. It's a thing. It is a thing. It is deep. So there's something deep going on. Let's go on and dive in, okay? So, more. The year 2005 may be significant to somebody. So she says, yeah. Starts into it. She says, say my name and I'll come running to see what you need, babe. Forget what I gotta do. I'ma come for you. Cause I'm your fool, baby. Yeah, somebody may be dealing with an Aries, and I meant to say, or Aquarius, to be honest, because your energy was coming up big in Aquarius' reading. And I said in there that somebody may be an Aquarius, Pisces cusp, or even a Pisces, Aries cusp, okay? All right. You got me wrapped around every one of your fingers. And then added, this fool start some trouble now. Starting some trouble, because I can't let go. Mind you, I'm not really, I mean, it could be somebody from your past. I'm not really getting that too heavy. However, just the energy that y'all share, the bond that y'all share, it's like you ain't, like she said, you ain't letting go. They ain't letting go either. And y'all gonna forever be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep running back. As she says in the chorus. So she says, I need some of that. Oh, hugging, kissing, squeezing, touching. I want more. Yeah. I keep coming back. Yeah, yeah. I need some of that, yeah. Hugging, kissing, squeezing, touching. I want more. Oh, I want more. And she says, only you know how to break me down. And we know that ain't easy. Her picking ain't easy. It says, keep a smile just thinking about how in love I am now. How? Okay? Maybe somebody didn't think they was going to fall like this. And I don't like to say falling in love. I like to say growing in love. But, like, they didn't know how. I even heard triggered, like, they would be to change, to grow. Maybe this is you. And you get in here and see what kind of changes y'all may be experiencing. But anyway. And then she goes on into, yeah, okay. And then it goes into every one of your fingers, boy. Star Trouble now, you got me crazy, baby. I keep coming, yeah. Let's get ready to say it with somebody next. Somebody getting that finger action. Only for the grown section. Y'all know what it is, but it's power in that, you know, that sexual healing, okay? All right. And then it goes on into the chorus and finishes on out pretty much with, somebody said, when she said, hold on, because I can't even skip this part because somebody begging about it. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, baby. That's what I do there. Because it say, when she goes to the second chorus or whatever, she goes on to say, love and I need some of that. Love and squeeze, and I want more of it. Good love, sweet love, good love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More, I want more. Keep wanting, beg for more. Good love, sweet love. And then it go on. I keep coming back. I need some of that. And she talking about begging. And then we pretty much outros with that. Okay. Hugging, kissing, squeezing. Yeah. More and more, honey. Okay, so let's get on into this, shall we? Pisces. Let's see what changes potentially. This ought to be a love reading. It might even think, you know, it could be anything too that you in love with. As the song says, I saw the healthcare changes flipped out and over on my hand, almost in reverse. And as I was putting that whole deck back up, I saw changing your mind underneath all of that. So it may be something in regards to your health, either one of y'all, because like I said, I'm feeling it, and whatever this relationship is. But and this is all that orange with that sacral chakra. Me speaking of that sexual healing, maybe that's what you're doing. You changing your mind about like traditional medicine and going into more Eastern or I heard therapeutic, but more like holistic health, like more even spiritual health or detoxing in a way, or even what is I'm trying to say, non-traditional, you know, like acupuncture or herbalism or whatever, you know, going back to the root basically. Well, it really is. Like I said, use it even working with your sexual energy and sexual magic to heal yourself, to transform. And maybe you just in the early stages of finding out, you know, different ways or things that you can utilize. And speaking of detox, this white and black butterfly is purified, and it's so you can free your mind with all the purple flowers. I'm telling you, that's been an overall theme for real about this mental clarity. That's why they call it. That's why I saw changing your mind. The transformation, the changes that you are making for your health. Thought about you, Virgo. That's your opposite, you know. So, and Virgo is all about health, healing, and nurturing and taking care of oneself. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe that's what you could be for me. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're receiving this information. Okay. And it's some kind of cycles in it. Y'all keep getting it like a white butterfly. Purifying, removing toxicity, mother, if I can see it there. But removing toxicities, This is done. So you can be grounded with all this red. Somebody may even need to get in the earth, speaking of Virgo and that earth energy, to ground yourself. Or start from the bottom, like I said, to get rooted. That's the root chakra. If I say that, going back to the roots, you may be getting the herbs, and you know what I'm saying, but literally going foraging for your own, to do your own thing. Okay? You may be putting, that was my left shoulder, so this is somebody. You may be putting, because of what you're learning, what you're seeking and finding, the information that you gather, you may be utilizing it or helping to help someone else. Volunteering to teach elsewhere, but look at that blue elsewhere. Somebody a teacher already? Okay. I was intending on saying like teaching other ways of doing things, like a non-traditional way of things. But hey, somebody you may be going back just volunteering, like doing, they say, like doing being an aide or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Assistant or whatever the case. Look, you're doing it, Pisces. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I feel like you got all the chakras right here. You got root, sacral with the healthcare, solar plexus with this, and then all this green is, of course, heart chakra, earth energy, and then you got some pink and mauve in here. And this butterfly, I love how it is. It's like a translucent kind of. I heard even magenta. Okay, but anyway, then you got the blue, the throat, and third eye. And then you got all this purple and white for the crown, upper chakras. It's beautiful. You get into alignment. You are truly healing and transforming. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe you're teaching somebody how to do this. Because you have. I mean, you can't really. What they saying, you gotta, in order to talk about it, you gotta be about it. So, like, yeah. You are this leader, stag energy, take the lead, this earth energy. I'm telling you, that may be what spirit is sorry, I know it's because we in there, we be tapped in, but like they may be telling you to get into your shadow or opposing energy, the Virgo energy, to tap into that knowledge. And that's what Virgo does, particularly the seeking and finding. They go deep within to receive the wisdom that you really already know. You know, it's already in you. But I love it. And look how these feathers are on the side of the stags. The rack on the stag, first of all, to me talks about many journeys, many pathways to obtain wisdom. It's a divine connection, you know, just like the unicorn horn, just like the rhino's tusks, elephant's tusks. Like, it's wisdom in that, you know. It's coming straight out of the crown, like it's the antenna, if you will. You know what I mean? So yeah, but anyway, going back to that Virgo energy, then you may have to hermit for a minute, be solo dolo, to receive whatever knowledge and wisdom it is that you are meant to share, and understanding and using discernment on what it is you need to share and what not, you know, because not everything is meant for everybody. But with the 58 as well, that's a 13 potentially, right? Also being a 4. So like 13 is that transformation, and even going back to what I was saying about this orange and the sacral chakra, scorpionic energy, by the way. The 13 is also scorpionic energy, talking about the death, rebirth, you know, renewal, regeneration, whatever, the changes. And then the be at home. I was just getting ready to say that. That's why they had to even slow me down and stop me. So much is coming through right now, speaking of the divine wisdom and download. The 13 also being a 4 brings me to the 4th house, Cancerian energy, which talks about house and home. It also brings you to the heart chakra, 4th chakra, which again, home is where the heart is, you know? So like, that's where you need to be. That's where you seek in the wisdom, you know, seeing what really resonates with you, what it is you feel that's true. Because not everything you've been told or even taught or learned thus far along your journey is all right. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's a lie. Some of it probably, quite frankly, is. But like, even those who have shared truths or their truth, let's say, that does not mean that's your truth or that it even resonates with you. You understand? So that's what I'm saying about even using your discernment to know what wisdom to take with and to peacefully let go. You know? Hey, it's powerful, Pisces. Y'all powerful. And then we have 16 in the coyote, trust in divine detour. I can't. But mind you, this 16 is also scorpionic energy of that of the tower and change. But look, what I say about the antlers, the rat, and the path and the journey. And the different, what do you think you even call it? I don't know the technical terms, but I heard juxtaposition. But anyway, the ones that kind of veer off, it's a detour. You know, that's all it is, to learn something new. And they coyotes are very, I hear cunning, but it's not in a, it's thought like it's, what's the word I mean? They're very intuitive. They're very intuitively guided, as it says. The understanding that everything is a sign or synchronicity if you pay attention and if you receive it as such. You understand? And they are instinctive. That's the word. Yeah, they're very instinctive, very smart, very, what they say, witty. Yeah, very witty. This is also a seven potentially. So something about completion or wrapping up of a cycle. Didn't they say end of an era? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, and then the beautiful outer spirit of 42 potentially being a 6. This is good because I heard, I keep coming back. I keep running back. Love that hugging, squeezing, kissing. What she be saying? You are never alone. That's what I'm saying. This is a divine union. It's so cute. I love this card. It's just beautiful. But because you have balanced the masculine and feminine energies within, then that's how you get your divine. Because I'm telling you, it's a divine union. And that's how come it's forever. That's how, yeah, I said it right. That's how come it's forever and always anyways. Because you're whole and complete. So it's more and more. Like, you can't get enough of that energy. And you know and will recognize going forward that it ain't nothing like it. And that is better going to help you with your discernment and weeding out anybody who come into your life with that BS that you just don't even need to entertain, you know. Let it shine, let it shine. Now that you done transcended, or even, that's what they said. So go back to Aquarius reading, because they got the bottom of the day was truth transcends illusion. But like you done found the light. What they said, seeking to find it. You know your truth now, Pisces. So yeah, your mind is forever changed, and your heart as well. Look at that. Let your love shine through, and show the beauty of God within. It's the God in me. I think I'm so fresh. I think I'm so sweet. However she's saying. What is it you think you see when you see me? You see me. You don't know how much I pray. Why is this coming out there? That's what you don't have to learn to transcend through. Ego. 5 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. They call it, what they call it? Yeah, they call it wands and wheels. Child. Somebody been egotistical, narcissistic, low down, low vibration. That's been an inner conflict. They've been unstable, not balanced. Oh, you probably gonna have to protect this. You really gonna have to protect yourself. Somebody could have had speaking of this healthcare changes, somebody could have been dealing with this Leo energy, and the 5 of Wands brings me to the heart chakra. And we've been talking about even this 4 of Wheels always brings me to the heart chakra, I guess just because of the 4 of Wheels is obviously earth energy, but can be Cappy and or Taurus heavier than Virgo for me, but it doesn't matter. What I'm getting to, the fact of the heart, somebody could have had some high blood pressure, because this 5 of Wheels, that's a whole other story or tangent. The 5 of Wands talks about that conflict, turmoil, like just fighting, just not at peace internally. And of course, you can be experiencing it outside of you too, because so within, so without. But what I'm getting to is it can't even talk about the anxiety, just stress, period, which tends to shoot up the blood pressure. Somebody could have even had a heart attack, for real. Goodness. Stroke, what I hear. Look, that's for somebody. 942, that may be for someone, I don't know. But anyways, what I was getting for the 5 of Wheel, the slip in there, somebody could have truly lost someone, and that may have been the wake-up call, and it could be somebody young, because all of the numbers we've been lower numbers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what, 68 is the highest? Yeah, yeah. Somebody could have been, what we got? Oh, wow. 16, 42, 46, 58, and 68. Yep. When they was taking on transition, let's say. Okay, but anyways, moving on. So that's what that's I feel like why that 5 of wheels even came up, because somebody could have been in mourning, like over a loss. But yeah, okay. Page of Swords, bottom of the deck. You seeking your truth is going back to the seeking and finding, and I love it. And you swiping through any low vibe, negative mindset, ideology, beliefs, or lies. You swiping through all of that. This is Geminian energy, heavier for me, but again, it could be Aquarius or Libra or none at all. Just talking about changing your mindset, okay? Because pages are the 11s, moving on to something new and different. And that's what I told you. What it is. 13, Scorpionic death energy. Somebody literally could have transition, I'm telling you. But this overall talks about whether literal or metaphysical or metaphorical, just the change, the transformation, the out with the old, in with the new type of energy, right? Okay. And I love the skull because it's like a new mindset. You see that there's still some growth, even though all this is dark and dead and decayed looking, there's still growth. There's always potential for growth. It just depends on how you nurture and nourish it. Even going back to your shadow Virgo energy, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Oh my God. This relationship especially is being renewed, restored, regenerated, because you have learned to love yourself, pour into yourself, give it to yourself first and foremost. And they come in with a beautiful offer. And that's why I was even going to with this on a brighter side, if you can find silver lining, is the fact that you're going to have to protect, because there's going to be naysayers, there's going to be haters. I don't get it, I guess because most people haven't learned to love themselves or even take care or pour into themselves, so they jealous of that, so, but you're going to have to protect it. Protect yourself and your peace of mind, for real, Pisces. Look, I can't make it up, because I told you I was seeing, for me to slip and say the 5 of Pentacles, I was seeing this in my mind's eye when I was seeing it. That's why I'm like, because really the 5 of Wheels can talk about poverty consciousness, lack mindset, just woe is me, feeling like you're not supported or don't have any help, and really all you gotta do is ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door should be open unto you. But somebody's in victim mentality, and didn't I say narcissistic? Somebody want to play the blame game and not take accountability for the position they place themselves or even found themselves in. It's like, you got there, you can get yourself out. I don't know. That's how somebody feels. Probably you. You might be telling that to somebody. Because honey, when you get in your shadow, when you get in Virgo energy, the truth just come out, and it's like, oh well, suck it up. I'm telling you with love, with so much love, with the Ace of Cups, but it's up to you to receive or not, Anyway, Pisces, that's what I got. That's where I'm going to leave it. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment, testimony. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially including yourselves, and I pray that's what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. I truly appreciate it. If you would like to join me for any other videos and more such as these, please check the playlist on the channel. I hope and pray you find what you're looking for, and I hope and pray to see you there. If not, take care, love, and thank you anyway. Until the next one, be easy. Don't forget your love and life. It truly makes everything